by Meru University. And of course, through this now, we are able to accomplish our mission statement, which is providing quality education through training, research, and innovation. And we pride in having a key person who has played a big role in ensuring that our mission statement has been achieved. That is our Chancellor, Dr. James Mwangi, who is very passionate about innovation and who is very passionate about our students getting the best and quality education. Among the programs that we offer at Meru University are vast. We have 8 schools in the university, and we have various programs from PhD level to master's level to degree level to diploma level and to certificate level. So today we pride ourselves in graduating 1,240 graduates, despite what is going on in our country and the pandemic. We have been able to join the world in embracing technology and being able to stream live through the courtesy of KTN. We appreciate you for partnering with us to ensure that our graduates have are able to graduate wherever they are. We'd also like to thank all those who participated in ensuring that this day is a success. We'd like to thank the management for the support they have given in terms of finances and facilitation in whichever way that was requested. We'd also like to thank the ICT team for ensuring that we are able to stream live. We'd also like to thank the academic department for ensuring that all documentations are ready for today. We'd also like to thank the housekeeping department for making the place beautiful. We'd like to thank the ushers. Today they are very smart for ensuring that our visitors are well guided and taken care of. We'd also like to appreciate the security team who are here to ensure that we are safe and we are well taken care of. We'd also like to appreciate all those who prepared our entertainers today for the time taken. We appreciate you. For those I have not mentioned, please feel appreciated. We don't take it for granted that you have taken your time to ensure that today is a success. Thank you. So I would also like to acknowledge KTN Home Channel. This is one of the channels of the KTN group, for being here and helping us to inform the world and to facilitate our graduates to be able to view and be part of this function. As I had said, all those that I have not mentioned, wherever you are, in whatever capacity you have played, whatever role you have played, please feel appreciated for taking your time and for ensuring that this day is a success. Thank you.
You know who it is. This is
We are requesting all academic staff who are part of this function to please come and settle down. I hear the band is playing. So we are expecting to start in a while, and we would not like to start with empty seats. So we are requesting all who are required to be at the dais, especially the academic staff, please come. And all those others, invited guests, and the staff members, please, we are requesting you come. We are about to start the procession. Once the procession starts, there will be no movement. So we do not want to cause any confusion. So please, we are requesting that you come to the dais for us to be able to start off together.
Kama mnavyosikia kutoka mbali, mnasikia mbwembwe, mnasikia sauti ambazo zinaashiria kwamba hafla ni yetu. Hafla tunayo. Hafla ya mahafali wa awamu ya 8 tangia chuo hiki cha sayansi na teknolojia cha Meru kilipoanzishwa. Hiyo ni bendi ambayo kwa njia moja ama nyingine itaweza kuhusika katika matumbuizo, na vile vile wataweza kuongoza msafara wa wahadhiri ili waweze kufika hapa kwa jukwaa ili tuweze kuanzisha kikao chetu ama hafla yetu ya siku ya leo, sherehe ambayo inapitia moja kwa moja kupitia runinga ya KTN. Ukitaka pia kuweza kupata kinachotendeka hapa, pitia kwa mitandao ya kijamii ili uweze kupata uhondo ambao unaendelea chuoni hiki siku ya leo. Mgeni wetu wa heshima Daktari James Mwangi, chancellor wetu, ashafika na ashakaribishwa na naibu chancellor Professor Romanos Odhiambo na viongozi wengine ambao ni wa chuo hiki walio chini ya naibu chancellor, na vile vile viongozi wa baraza la chuo hiki, University Council, baraza ambalo linaongozwa na Profesa Mwebi. Chuo kikuu cha sayansi na teknolojia cha Meru kinaendelea kukua kwa mambo kadha wa kadha. Idadi ya wanafunzi inaendelea kuongezeka tangia mwaka wa 2009 wakati tulikuwa na wanafunzi 39 ambao waliweza kuhitimu hapo mwaka wa 2013 ambapo tulikuwa na hafla ya kwanza kama hii, hafla ya mahafali. Wakati huu tuna wanafunzi takriban 8,000, na kabla mwaka huu uishe, ni matumaini yetu kwamba tutakuwa na wanafunzi takriban 10,000. Wanafunzi hawa huweza kupata masomo yao hapa chuoni, the main campus, na pale town campus, na vile vile pale Marimba. Na kama vile mtangazaji mwenza aliweza kuwajulisha, kuna mambo kadha wa kadha ambayo yanatendeka katika chuo hiki. Ujenzi waendelea, na niseme ya kwamba kwa mfano viwanja vyetu vya kisasa vya michezo vinaundwa. Kwa awamu ya kwanza tuna viwanja 6, viwanja 5, na vile vile kidimbwi cha kuogelea kimoja. Tutakuwa na uwanja wa raga, tutakuwa na uwanja wa soka ambao pia huwa unahusisha sehemu ya mbio, running track. Tutakuwa na uwanja wa tennis, tutakuwa na uwanja wa mchezo wa vikapu, tutakuwa vile vile na uwanja wa mchezo wa magongo, hockey. Na kama nilivyowaarifu hapo awali, tutakuwa pia na kidimbwi cha kuogelea. Chuo cha Meru miezi miwili ijayo kitakuwa miongoni wa vichache vilivyo na kidimbwi mita 25 na lini 6, an Olympic size kind of swimming pool in our university, soon and very soon. Niwajulishe ya kwamba kama mnavyosikia, kuna muziki ambao watokana na bendi ya polisi. Ningetaka kutangazia wanafunzi ambao wameketi upande huu. Wanafunzi, the best students, be part of the procession please. Best students, be part of the procession. Wanafunzi ambao walifanya vyema zaidi katika vitivo mbali wanajulishwa kwamba waweze kujiunga na msafara wa waadhiri. Wanafunzi ambao waliweza kufanya vyema zaidi katika vitivo vyao, tafadhali jiungeni na msafara wa waadhiri ambao ndio hao waja wakiwa wameongozwa na bendi. Waongozwa na bendi ya polisi, Kenya Police. Mziki mtamu kutoka kwa bendi ya polisi. Na waona waadhiri pale wakiwa na magwanda yao rasmi, magwanda ya kuonyesha ya kwamba wameweza kuvisoma vitabu vikasomeka, wakahitimu ili waweze kuwatayarisha wanafunzi wetu ili tuweze kuwa na hafla kama hii, hafla ya 8 tangia chuo hiki kianzishwe.
remain standing. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I would like to invite Dr. Kenoti to take us through the prayers.
Ni Kasisi Kinoti ambaye tungetaka tuongoze kwa maombi.
Thank you and welcome to our prayers. Please pray according to the traditions of your religion. We begin with a reading from Matthew 5:13 and 16. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its saltness, how can it be made salt again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Good, almighty and loving God, we thank you for the completion of another academic year and for giving us the opportunity, short though it may have been, and our new graduates. We are grateful for your guidance, protection, continuing healing through COVID, and love as we shared in this important work and sacred duty and office of your Son, teaching and training to consecrate the younger generation in truth. Lord of heaven and earth, guide, protect, give wisdom and knowledge, and joy and happiness, courage and patience to our graduates as they reach this end and as they chart new beginnings. Thank you for this diversely populated and multilaterally animated learning environment, Meru University of Science and Technology. Lord, we bring a major concern of our nation and its youth, the desperation and discouragement expressed by many young people graduating at various levels.
It is the 26th day of February 2021. Good morning and a very warm welcome to this live broadcast. Welcome to the 8th virtual graduation of the Meru University of Science and Technology. We are coming to you live from the Meru University Graduation Square here at the main campus in Meru County, where we will ensure and endeavor to bring you blow-by-blow coverage of this live broadcast and the graduation ceremony of this great university. It is the 8th ceremony, it is the 8th graduation ceremony happening at a time the world is battling the COVID-19 pandemic, and so therefore this graduation is happening virtually, and this will see a total of 1,240 graduates be awarded various degrees, diplomas, as well as masters and PhDs from this great university located in Meru County. My name is George Maringa, welcoming you to this live broadcast coming to you from KTN Home and also on the various social media platforms as well. Engage us on our social media platforms, that is #Meru University Graduation. Now, this is the 8th graduation ceremony of the Meru University, and the graduation theme this year is transforming the rapidly changing world through leadership and innovation. The graduates, or rather the graduates, will be accorded and awarded various diplomas, degrees, and as well as masters and PhDs. They will be from 9 schools, that is the School of Agriculture and Food Sciences, the School of Business and Economics, the School of Computing and Informatics, the School of Engineering and Architecture, the School of Education, the School of Health Science, the School of Nursing, and the School of Pure and Applied Sciences, as well as the Technical and Vocational Education and Training courses, that is TVET. TVET. Now, the vision of this great university is a world-class university of excellence in science and technology. And as you have heard, the Meru University of Science and Technology is today holding its 8th graduation ceremony, which is being held virtually, and it will ensure that all these students and all these graduates are awarded their various their respective courses right here from this university. The Chancellor's procession just walked in, signaling the official start of this graduation ceremony, and the Chancellor is Dr. James Mwangi, who has made his way right here at this university to just ensure and to give the powers to read and do all that pertains to the degrees. Welcome to this graduation ceremony. We now pave way for the Vice Chancellor, Professor Romanos Othiambo, and we invite you to take a listen and follow the live proceedings of this 8th virtual graduation ceremony. Thank you.
This assembly, the 8th congregation of Meru University of Science and Technology. Thank you.
We have come to the time of entertainment, and we have two groups. We have a song and a choral, and we will start with the song. The title of the song is Chuo Chetu cha Meru. This is a song that is led by one of our students, Daniel Mutua, who is a Bachelor of Science Chemistry student in his 2nd year. Then the choral is entitled Online, which is also led by Moses Mkale, who is a Bachelor of Computer Security and Forensic student who is in his 3rd year. Meru University prides itself in providing quality education, but we also nurture talent. I hope you will be all entertained. Thank you.
Wakati umewadhia wa burudani na matumbuizo, na tunao wanafunzi wetu ambao watatutumbuiza wa wimbo na vile vile shairi. Hawa ni wanafunzi wetu ambao wanaenda kututumbuiza na wanaongozwa na baadhi ya wafanyakazi katika chuo hiki.
cha Meru. Tunawapongeza wote wanachuo chetu Meru. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa. Wanachuo chetu Meru. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa. Kwa elimu tumenawiri. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa. Kwa elimu tumenawiri. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa. Mama tunawapongeza. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa. Mama tunawapongeza. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa. Kazi njema mkaifanye. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa. Kazi njema mkaifanye. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa. Kazi njema mkaifanye. Shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, shangwe leo hii, ni furaha kubwa.
Makofi mazuri kwa wanafunzi ambao wametuweza kutuimbia wimbo chuo chetu cha Must. Shangwe kweli wakati wa hafla ya 8 ya mahafali ambao wameweza kuhitimu baada ya miaka 4 ya masomo kabambe. Kunacho kikundi cha pili ambacho kitaweza kukariri shairi online. Shairi kichwa chake online. Kumbuke ya kwamba chuo hiki ni cha sayansi na teknolojia.
Najua nini? Tukoona mateke wadau tukoona. Yes, in fact, welcome to the foundation of innovation. Karibuni to the hub of competitive technology and academic excellence. Office iko lockdown. Wamsikia wapi? In fact, that cannot happen in Meru University of Science and Technology. Hiyo ni ndoto ya mchana na nini? Sisi tumeendelea like nothing happened. I tell you, Corona came and gave us opportunity. Opportunity? Yes, opportunity. And how is that? Can you explain it to us? It gave us opportunity to unveil how we have been prepared since the beginning. Corona did not affect our studies. Our administration, led by our able VC, Professor Romana Sodiambo, left no stone unturned. Through the Department of Information Technology, kila kitu ni nywe. By the way, our dear Alando, how did you join our great university? You did not have to be online to be registered. Everything was online. Registration online. Invitation letter online. Booking hostels online. Orientation hata usiseme online. Na kwani hujui nimekuwa nikisoma online since Corona? Oh, and how did you do that? Through Adele. I was able to access all the resources. All the resources? Yes, all the resources. Tell me. Not from the school website. Really? Did my class through the links? Sure. Did my assignments, and I was awarded marks. In Meru University? Yes, in Meru University. And I accessed all study books through e-library. Wow. Relax. Hatujamaliza. Na kama ni research, ukiwa YouTube, unagatika na kukatika. Cause content pia imejitika hakika. Meru pia tunapenda twisting. Meru pia tunapenda twisting. mahafala yetu yakiadhimishwa, tunaimba na kucheza. Tuimbe tucheze tusi, tuimbe tucheze tusi, tuimbe tucheze tusi. Meru pia tunapenda tusi, Meru pia tunapenda tusi. Mahafala yetu yakiadhimishwa, tunaimba na kucheza. Tuimbe tucheze tusi, tuimbe tucheze tusi, tuimbe tucheze tusi, tuimbe tucheze tusi. Sahi sio lazima shule kufika ati uko live mpaka saa 9. No, tumia hata nyempika, ingia online na class umefika. By the way, si hata exam yangu nilifanyia online.
Na kwani tunasahau hii?
Gani?
Kwani hamuoni?
Nini? Tuko online hawa. Yani hata graduation yetu ni online. Kwani wadau hatuoni tuko online? Mahafala msichome fea, graduation ongea, tunawatakia awamesomia, msichoke pia, ujuzi kuongezea, tunawapenda sana. Mahafala msichome fea, graduation ongea, tunawatakia awamesomia, msichoke pia, ujuzi kuongezea. Meru is the best. Mahafala msichome fea, graduation ongea, tunawatakia awamesomia, msichoke pia, ujuzi kuongezea. Meru is the best. Our university is a great place for innovation. Let me put it this way. Our school is nothing to waste. Has a human race. Creating the source of income. Kama una form, check it out waste management project along Meru University Highway. Ati wapi? Near Maskan, Omera. Right now, we are talking to the world. Hamtuwezi, hamtatuweza, na hamtatufikia, na tunasonga mbele. Through the Innovation Center, we are taking innovators into the job market. Where on earth can you find such a great university? With the ongoing projects in our school, give us 1 year. Come and see the beauty of Meru University. The amphitheater, the race house building, the new fields, and the swimming pool. I say, 1 year.
How can you forget this?
What? Oh! They are coming Marene Learning Center and the Meru Research Center in Lare.
Ai, mna overdo.
Hapana! Come experience Harvard in Kenya. Meru, our great university, our hope, our future, and our pride. Na kumbuke, anywhere you are, social distance ya mask. Na si mask ya Meru University, na kuvaa mask pia ni mask. Cause if you treat it normally, it will treat you abnormally. For anybody can get it, I can get it, you can get it, anybody can get it. We have lost another man online. Kuna corona.
Thank you very much. It is true we are online because we are streaming through Facebook, through YouTube, and through KTN Home. Now we have come to the end of entertainment. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I would like to invite the DVC, Academic and Student Affairs, to take over the program. Thank you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to invite the best graduate in every school during the 2019-2020 academic year to step forward and flank the best graduate in an address to the congregation. Maina Margaret Njoki, School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Cherotich Dorothy, School of Agriculture and Food Science. Ngeno Victor, School of Computing and Informatics. Mwaniki Patrick Joroge, School of Education. Angani Edward Obundo, School of Business and Economics. Chepto Faith Chumba, School of Health Sciences. Kangor Dorothy Jesire, School of Nursing.
Dr. James Mwangi, the Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, Professor George Magoha, the Cabinet Secretary Education, other Cabinet Secretaries present, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department of University Education, other Principal Secretaries, Honorable Governors, Honorable Senators, Honorable Members of National Assembly, Chancellors of other universities, Professor Monari Bosire, the Chairman of Council, Meru University of Science and Technology, Chairpersons of other university councils, councils members of Meru University of Science and Technology, Professor Romana Sodhiambo, Vice Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, Vice Chancellors and Principals of other universities and university colleges, all invited guests, management, staff, and my fellow students of Meru University of Science and Technology. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a turning point in each of our lives. We have spent the past years wandering the halls of this great university, and now we are ready to go. We are thoroughly equipped to transform the rapidly changing world. We have acquired leadership and innovation skills while learning at Meru University of Science and Technology, indeed the foundation of innovations. We have learned, laughed, loved, gotten into trouble, and most of all, matured together. But today doesn't just concern reminiscing about the past. It is also about looking forward into our future. Life is a series of passageways, and we are living one and moving on to the next. When we reach that daunting place that has been our destination for 4 years now, we will start over. We will meet new people, make new friends, and learn new things. We will grow older, more responsible, and independent. Then the cycle begins again in university, and after that, we are left to traverse the unmapped expanse that is our future. Hereafter, our lives will hold many surprises for us, but I'm sure that we will approach challenges with the same boldness and equanimity with which we tackle problems currently. The unknown of our future may seem frightening now, looming over us like that dark cloud, but we might find that it is just a light spring rain that brings the tidings of a rainbow. As I look over the many faces I behold today, perceptions of individuals are washed away. I no longer see people as they were. I see them as they will be. So, rather than a young boy failing all his classes, I see the next Einstein making revolutionary discoveries. I know that this graduation crowd holds the next decade's great business leaders, doctors, politicians, scientists, and stars, and that all of these graduates will contribute to the fabric of the future in some way. So, when looking at the bright horizon that is my future, I am happy, for although my life will contain sadness and heartbreak, it will also hold joy, love, and success. And I know my classmates will too. So, don't look back and regret. My friends, look forward and smile. Go forth and transform the rapidly changing world through leadership and innovation. This way you'll be indeed a good ambassador of this great university. As I close, I wish to say to you once more, congratulations on your graduation.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I take this opportunity to invite the chairman, Meru University of Science and Technology, alumni, to address the congregation.
Dr. James Mwangi, the Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, Professor George Magoha, the Cabinet Secretary, Professor Bosire Monali Mwebi, the Chair of the Council, Meru University of Science and Technology, Council members of Meru University of Science and Technology, Professor Romanas Odhiambo, Vice Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, all invited guests, management, staff, students of Meru University of Science and Technology, our graduates, the university management, the faculty members, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I feel honored and delighted to be standing here today due to the new normal, representing the alumni of this university on this auspicious occasion of the 8th graduation ceremony. I would like to start by congratulating the graduates who have worked hard during the difficult times of COVID-19 pandemic and completed their programs to graduate today. May I also thank the university management and the academic staff under the leadership of Professor Romanas Odhiambo, the Vice Chancellor, who has steadfastly steered this institution to great heights of development. Mr. Chancellor, sir, when I came in today, I was delighted to see the completed engineering complex and the learning facilities being used by our faculty members and the students, besides the state-of-the-art School of Health and the School of Nursing complex coming up next to the university library. This reinforces our hope that we are growing and developing our academic infrastructure to the soaring horizons. Through this transformation, personally, I would not look elsewhere to recommend to the Kenyan or the world community for an institution to pursue both undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, but this university. This Alumni Association of Meru University of Science and Technology aims to grow and diversify the networks of engaging alumni around the world, as well as harness the significant goodwill that exists for the common good of our alma mater and the university at large, both locally and abroad. We are going to achieve this through targeted initiatives designed to engage current students and former graduates of Meru University of Science and Technology. In this regard, the alumni will organize contact sessions that will provide an opportunity to highlight priority projects that require individual and collective support. This will start with the alumni officials meeting the student leaders within the university for sensitization workshops by the end of this year. This will work to prepare current Meru University of Science and Technology students for the role they will play as future alumni. We will strive to make a concerted effort to attract young alumni in our order in order to encourage their active participation in shaping the future of the university. This born out of the fact that without an active, coordinated, and engaged alumni network, it would be difficult for the institution to position itself and raise funds effectively to carry out projects to enhance both academic welfare of the students. To our graduates, we invite you to become an active member of the Meru University of Science and Technology alumni community. Mr. Chancellor, sir, today the Alumni Association of Meru University of Science and Technology are proud to announce our donation of Kenya shillings 800,000 to the university management to be awarded to the students from humble backgrounds. I underscore the words of Herman Carl Hess, 1953, who observed that in all beginning dwells a magic force for guiding us and helping us to live. Therefore, it is imperative for the graduating class to appreciate that today we use artificial intelligence, for example, to scan millions of images for symptoms of disease to better diagnose cancer. In the future, empathic robots could help doctors and caregivers to focus on individual needs of individual patients. We cannot foresee which application will be possible, but the opportunities that come with artificial intelligence are truly breathtaking. Be challenged and stand to be counted wherever your intellect and competence is required by the society. In conclusion, on behalf of the alma mater, I take this opportunity to appreciate and thank Meru University of Science and Technology partners who have supported students and graduates today in various training and placement opportunities. I urge the graduating class to remain focused and always aim forward and backward never. Seize any value-adding opportunity with vigor that comes on your way. God bless Meru University of Science and Technology. God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now take this opportunity to invite the Vice Chancellor to address the congregation.
Dr. James Mwangi, the Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, Professor George Magoha, the Cabinet Secretary, Education, the other Cabinet Secretaries present, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, the Principal Secretary, State Department of University Education and Research, the other Principal Secretaries present, the Honorable Governors, the Honorable Senators, Honorable Members of National Assembly, Chancellors of other universities, Professor Bosire Munari Mwebi, the Chairman of Council, Meru University of Science and Technology, the Chairman of other university councils, Council members of Meru University of Science and Technology, the Vice Chancellors and Principals of other universities and university colleges, all invited guests, management, Senate, staff, and students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is with profound gratitude to the Almighty God that we are gathered here today and across the nation in various homes for this great occasion, our 8th graduation ceremony of Meru University of Science and Technology, the university we love so much. Indeed, it is because of His mercies that we are here today. The graduates today who were struck by the COVID-19 pandemics right before sitting for their final examinations. It has been a long while since then, and we rejoice with them today for their great accomplishment. In that light, Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to specifically congratulate the graduating class of 2021. Your hard work, your resilience, determinations, and perseverance have got you this far, and this cannot be underrated. I would also like to recognize the work done by the proud parents, sponsors, and guardians who are gathered with us today in various places throughout the world. Allow me to also sincerely thank my members of staff of this great university for their hard work and sacrifices toward this day. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as a university we are aware that an organism that does not adapt to changes in its environment eventually dies. To escape such an unfortunate possibility, we have fully embraced the use of technology in our teaching and learning processes. In view of observance of the COVID-19 protocols, this has not come without its difficulties. However, we are happy to report that as an institution of science and technology, we are overcoming the challenges very innovatively. To this end, sir, we have implemented a blended learning for the students that are in session in all the courses that we are running. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I am happy to report that we have grown in student numbers from 4,500 to over 8,000 in 2021, to be precise, about 8,800, a huge increment. This is just within 2 years. This is and obviously some indication of the popularity and growth of our programs offered in our university. With such an increase, we are facing challenges of housing, not unique to Mass, of course, and inadequate lecture halls for the students. But even so, sir, we are tackling some of these problems through more constructions. Our engineering complex, Block C, the amphitheaters, which will house various lecture halls, theaters, and offices, is now complete. To our graduates, be guided that the time of employment is no more. Many of your colleagues that graduated in years past have not secured positions of employment, not because they are not qualified, but because the world is rapidly changing. It is your time and responsibility to create opportunities for yourselves and others in the community. Find a need and innovate how to meet it in ways that generate meaningful and productive work, businesses, and income for you and others. In this way, you'll find your niche and fulfill your career goals and dreams. To all our stakeholders, we celebrate you, we love you. We want to express our sincere gratitude for your continuous support. We at Meru University of Science and Technology are committed to having a cordial working relationship with all those who work with us. These include our community around here, our national government, our county government, the staff, both academic and non-academic, the parents, the guardians, students, suppliers, and the neighboring community. We are keenly aware, of course, that we exist in an ecosystem where we can only properly function when we all work together. And so rest assured that Meru University of Science and Technology, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, really value you, and we cherish our relationship with you. Our graduates, as we send you out into the world of work today, world of business, world of innovation, remember to work innovatively. We will be very proud to hear you have become a solution provider in our beloved country. We will be glad to hear that you have become an employer, a business person. We will be proud to hear that you have become an entrepreneur, like your Chancellor, Dr. James Mwangi, who is seated here with us today. For we have equipped you with all the knowledge, with all the skills, with all the attitudes that you require to help you achieve all that you want to be. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all of you, and thank you for all of you who are watching from home, from all over the world, and those who managed to be physically present or supported us in any way. God bless you all. God bless Meru University of Science and Technology, the university we love so much. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to introduce the Council of Meru University of Science and Technology. But before that, I would like really to appreciate our government through our PS State Department of University Education and Research, Ambassador Nabukwesi, for appointing us a very working council members. And I would like to call their name And with a lot of humility, though not qualified to do that, I would request them to stand and move in front here. Then I'll tell them what to do after this. The first one is the Chair of Council, Professor Bosire Monari Mwebi. Please. That's our chairman. We port him to our government, port him for us from Canada, where he lives, and we are very proud, sir, to have you here. The second one is Dr. Naomi N. Kipuri. The third one is Dr. CPA Solomon Thuongao, who represent the National Treasury PS here. The fourth one is Mr. Paul Mungai, again representing our PS Ambassador Nabukwesi, who is also present, but I'll call him later on. Paul Mungai. And the fifth one is Engineer Murira M. Wiria, the son of the soil, as we call him in the council. Mzee, we celebrate you, we celebrate you. The fifth one, or the sixth one, is Mr. D. Kwaswa Wekesa. The next one, Madam Pauline Jeruto Kurgat. Final one but not least, good friend of the council, one who is always alerting us. The law says this, the act says this, Mr. Stephen Kimani Gatama. We call him Wakili. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I would like again, with a lot of humility, to call our permanent secretary, who is also a friend, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, to join them this side. I know what I'm doing is your role. Please don't sack me, sir. Mr. Chancellor, sir, with a lot of humility again, I would like now you to call you to join them, stand at the center, you take a picture with them, your council that is helping you to run the university. Thank you very much. Can we put our hands together for them? Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the pleasure to invite the Chairman of Council to address the congregation. Chairman, Professor Bosire Monari Mwebi, please.
Dr. James Mwangi, the Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, Professor George Magoha, the Cabinet Secretary, Education, other Cabinet Secretaries present, Chancellors of other universities, technology, chairpersons of other university councils, council members of University of Meru University of Science and Technology, Professor Romanas Odhiambo, the Vice Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, Vice Chancellors and Principals of other universities and university colleges, all invited guests, management, staff, students of Meru University of Science and Technology. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I take this honor to participate in this 8th graduation of Meru University of Science and Technology, being fully aware that this is the time to celebrate the fruit of hard work, hard labor by our graduates. And for me, this is the first time to be in this function, having been appointed last year, December. I'm fully conscious of the delight of the parents, the pride of the faculty, and the fulfillment of the society as we witness this joyous occasion. The graduates of 8th graduation, congratulations to you all. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as I reflect on the graduation theme of transforming the rapidly changing world through leadership and innovation, I'm reminded of the challenges and the opportunities ahead as a new council chairperson. My team, who have just been introduced, and I will forge ahead with the zeal and determination during these hard socioeconomic times to oversee proper management of the university, resources, and the stakeholder expectations. We will apply smart approaches in making gains in our key resource areas, including research, teaching excellence, innovation, and the service to community. The council, in recognition of its role and responsibilities in these matters, in the matters of infrastructure, governance, human and financial resources, resources management, appreciate far what we have come from since 2008, which got a lot of support from the government, and it is the prayer and the commitment of the council to ensure that these areas of university functions develop and operate smoothly in order to ensure that our core mandate of teaching, training, and research is qualitatively offered to our clients. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as you may have noticed, we have endeavored to boost the infrastructural growth in the university. A number of upcoming facilities are testimony of our optimal utilization of the available financial resources from our government, and for this I thank my predecessors. We are very much focused on generating additional financial resources through our income generating units to supplement the government's effort. We are keen to ensure that the university operations and activities are governed and appropriately guided through necessary policy frameworks. This is particularly important for the purpose of constitutional and regulatory compliances. We underscore the issues of integrity, equity, and fairness as enshrined in our constitution and in our laws. This will create conducive work and learning environment for the staff and the university and the students in our university. Mr. Chancellor, sir, we realize the critical importance of human capital in any society, more importantly so in the institution of higher learning like universities. We know the role of certified workforce in labor productivity, as well as building of team culture that embraces collective participation of organizations members in the day-to-day growth and development. The Council will continue providing leadership in this direction so that our students and staff get quality service delivery in the university. We understand the economic challenges posed by various factors in our economy, including COVID-19. Thus, constraints arising from budgetary allocations are expected. However, we are determined to work within our means and use total productivity of utilization of our financial resources. Can use one concept. In Canada, we used to say, doing more for less. So you have less, but you do more. And I think that's what we are trying to drive in. The Council will continue providing guidance on financial matters, including mobilization and getting value for the university. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the Council continuously oversees performance of university in various sectors, such as academic and various other projects running the university. We continue to adhere to our quality management systems in giving service to our clients, as well as honoring legal and regulatory obligation of university with its stakeholders. Finally, my advice to our graduates: you must depart. You depart most as Meru University of Science and Technology, an empowered person, and into the world that is full of challenges. The world out there is not only going to look at your credentials, but your ability to cope and succeed. And I want to give a story about myself. When I finished my PhD in Canada at the University of Alberta, I went for an interview at St. Francis Xavier University, where I taught for 14 years. When I went for the interview, I was well prepared. I was welcomed that morning by the faculty who were assigned to take care of me. And I went to the room that has been set aside for me to make a presentation. And there were the audience, students and other faculties. And I presented my research. And I thought I'd done a good job. And then I went to in-camera interview. I thought I had done a good job. And I was taken to administration. I was told, if we will recruit you, this is what we'll pay you. They said, yeah, that would be great. And I was taken down the compound. I was shown, this is where we do this. I was even taken to the ocean because we lived near Atlantic Ocean. Then in the evening, they took me for dinner. We had a good dinner. I had to order what I like. We had a good conversation. And that was it. The following day, I drove my way back of course I drove and I flew back to Edmonton. Neither did I know that the dinner, Mr. Chancellor, the dinner was part of the interview. Yeah? They wanted to know and really hear from me and see whether I can socialize. I can be free with the colleagues. I can be the person who is able to work with others. Because subsequently, when I was recruited, we did a lot of team teaching, team planning, all through every year and every year in out. We did research together with my colleagues. We published in peer-reviewed journals with my colleagues. So the academic alone could not have given me the job. but the ability to be able to work with others. Some of the attributes that will be valuable in your journey will be your ability to demonstrate a high degree of character, honesty, critical thinking, and ability to work with others. These attributes, among others, will propel you, your achievement, to the higher echelons of any profession. I wish you all success as you embark on the new journey of joining the larger Kenyan society and beyond. And I want to encourage you to use that education to better the lives of others, to be very active in society. For those who have graduating from with masters, I urge you to publish your dissertation. These days, CVs are very important, and if you have a CV with a publication in a peer-reviewed journal, you stand a lot of chances. And without that, I thank you all and wish you the best of luck of life in your new journey as graduates. Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the pleasure to invite the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, to address the congregation. Ambassador Simon Namkwesa.
The Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, Dr. James Mwangi, the Chairperson of the University Council, Professor Bosire Monari Mwebi, distinguished council members, the Vice Chancellor, Meru University of Science and Technology, Professor Romanas Odhiambo, the DVCs, all leaders present today, senior management, members of the Senate, staff, students, graduates, and all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I bring to you greetings from the Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Magoha, who was held up because of other matters that were of great national importance. I also bring to you greetings from the Principal Secretary for Industrialization, Ambassador Peter Kaberia, who comes from this region. We were with him and 4 other Principal Secretaries in the county through yesterday, inspecting development projects on behalf of other PSS and on behalf of the head of state. Money is committed to projects, people take up contracts, and they do not do the projects. So we were assigned to different parts of the country, and 6 of us were here through yesterday. We worked until 10 p.m. and Ambassador Kaberia was our chair of the group. So when he heard that I'm coming here for this graduation, he sent his greetings and congratulations to the university and the graduates. It gives me great pleasure to be with you today as we celebrate together this important graduation ceremony of the Meru University of Science and Technology. Today's celebration is the culmination of hard work, discipline, and dedication of all the concerned parties. Everybody played a role. Let me congratulate the University Council, the management, staff, and students for their cooperation that has led to this achievement. And the poem that I witnessed here, very clearly choreographed, demonstrated exactly what has been going on in this university, the challenges brought about by COVID-19, and how the university innovatively went about it to ensure that progress is achieved. I felt from that poem very well demonstrated spirit of ownership, the spirit of patriotism, optimism, and a great future for all who associate with this university. And that is a very encouraging. Your commitment to the provision of quality university education, despite the various challenges, has really borne fruits. The government of Kenya is steadfast in its resolve to realize the development of higher learning through the Ministry of Education. The government has greatly invested in education, with the State Department for University Education and Research continually supporting the implementation of policies in line with emerging challenges as a result of the global pandemic to ensure optimal operations in the higher education sector. I therefore call upon you to remain focused and to guide the university to achieve its mission and vision of being a model university for transformation and development of the lives of our people, and not just our people in Kenya, humanity. And I should at this point mention that you have great leadership in this university. The Chancellor himself, Dr. James Mwangi, I'm sure you know him for two great things he has done for this country. His leadership at the helm of Equity Bank and the wings to fly. Those two things are very important. And I interacted with the Chancellor, Dr. James Mwangi, when he was making connection with the leadership of Canada when I was the High Commissioner there, and when he connected with the MasterCard Foundation and other leaders, including the Governor General of Canada. And through his visit, and because of the respect the government had for him, I was given a very high place among the diplomatic corps in Canada when I served there. So I'm very happy that you are the Chancellor here, and you have already demonstrated it. I've been to almost all universities in Kenya, but there is no Chancellor who has invested resources in an important facility like he has done in this university. And so you should feel privileged, honored, and happy to have him as the Chancellor of this university, leading by example, a role model not only to Kenyans, but to very many people across the world. I also want to mention that while I was High Commissioner in Canada, which is a large country, the second largest country in the world, that is a country where you travel from one end to the other and you lose up to 7 hours, or you gain up to 7 hours. I came across Professor Bosire Monari Mwebi, the chairman now. And he was at that time a senior lecturer professor at St. Francis Xavier University in Halifax. And he connected me to many institutions in Eastern Canada, including St. Francis Xavier University, where we airlifted many Kenyan students, especially nurses, to go and study there and get the best practices. And as I speak now, some have not come back because they have become citizens of Canada, which opens up opportunities for Kenyans in the world. This is a great person who can do much more again for this university, because his networks in Canada are vast and they are very deep, and is a respected person there. So I think this is just the beginning, and I want to believe that you will feel his presence here and his connections with Canada as he stay on as the chair of the council of this university. These are examples to learn from, that you don't limit yourself to your immediate environment, that you don't just look at yourself. Yesterday, we were looking at the roads. This county has the government funded roads, 17 roads, and some of them are assigned to a company called Northern Construction Company. They were given money in 2017, and up to yesterday, they had done nothing. And to mitigate that, a Chinese company was brought in to do half of what they were supposed to do, so that they may do half. And we were annoyed with them. We said, for how long will the Chinese be doing things for us? When will our scholars learn from the best practice in the world and become more patriotic to do what the government wants them to do, so that we develop at the pace that we aspire to develop as a nation? Must we get foreigners to do things for us? Yet we are connected with the world. It's a global village. We can learn from the best practice. So I'm very happy that these two gentlemen are here. And when you look at them, you are looking at the best of the best in the whole world. And we should benefit from that. This year's graduation theme, transforming the rapidly changing world through leadership and innovation. Rapidly changing world through leadership and innovation is great, as it urges all students in Kenyan universities to embrace innovation, even at your personal level. When you get into your classroom of silence, where you listen to yourself, you feel yourself, and you reflect on what kind of person you are and what you want to achieve. That is the point when you can see things the correct way. And the government of Kenya, keenly aware of the role of innovation, has created the Kenya National Innovation Agency, through which innovations hatched in Kenya are incubated and disseminated. All of us need to take time and find out what we want to do to be good leaders and innovators, so as to take this country to the next level. And the Chancellor himself is a great innovator. I saw him start the bank, and I saw him go to schools to motivate the best students. And then he employed some of the best students right from Form 4 before they went to university. And he modeled them into great bankers and great workers for this nation. Some of them are in their 40s now, and they are very useful Kenyans. That's the way we need to deal with each other, especially young people who have the energy, who have the brains, who have the desire to be the best that they can be. The demands of today's entrepreneurial society, where talent management is critical to the development of economies, I want to throw a challenge to the universities to review their curricula and instructional methods. In this case, there should be focus on nurturing talents and ensuring we produce graduates who are competent, marketable, globally competitive, and possessing an entrepreneurial spirit needed to answer to our development needs. At the African Union, we say an African solution to African problems. We need to start solving our own problems, and we have that capacity. Only that we think that other people should come and do it for us. Even as young as you are, you need to identify idle capacity which you can exploit to generate financial resources, to supplement government grants, to fund your university operations. One of the most promising sources of additional funds is research. And I'm happy this university has embraced research. I'm happy the Chancellor himself has provided a facility for research. And so, studies have shown that harnessing our research outputs can strengthen the financial base of our institutions. It's for this reason that the Ministry of Education will continue availing funds for research activities in the universities. However, this should not overshadow the critical role of research in knowledge creation and development of technology through innovation. I note with pride the efforts and strategies you are putting in place to generate more resources through income-generating projects. I wish to urge you to grow your development of fundamental proposals, intellectual property portfolio, as well as innovations and their patenting. These are the key avenues for the universities to generate substantial amount of resources. And I want to mention here that the Vice Chancellor, Professor Romana Sodiambo, is a great researcher. He's respected out there. He writes proposals and he gets funding. And some of that money is put in this university for students here and lecturers to carry out research. And he extends it to other places depending on where research is needed. Unfortunately, some people misunderstand that and they don't acknowledge that the Vice Chancellor leads by example. We would wish to learn from the best practices from the people we interact with, from the people who are far and wide. Ladies and gentlemen, the university education sector continues to witness major transformation in seeking to churn out graduates who are globally competitive. I encourage the university to ensure that more relevant and market-driven programs are developed to attract both local and international students. At this point, I want to commend the university. It's the University of Science and Technology, and in every sense of it, you've maintained it as a University of Science and Technology. You have not diluted the STEM programs. I commend you, Vice Chancellor, and the management for that. You should embrace strong academic programs and diverse industry linkages which strengthen the practical components of our courses offered here. This is truly remarkable because integrating the curriculum with best practices in the industry gives the graduates a competitive edge in the job market. And this is the practice in most of the developed countries. Go to China, go to Japan, go to Canada, where the chair of the council has been teaching for a long time. You'll find that there is connection, and this is what we should go ahead to do. I encourage you to keep up the efforts of combining both academics and practical skills in order to improve the quality of our graduates. I trust that the young men and women we are sending out today are equipped with the necessary skills, with the right attitude, and I read a good attitude in the skit that was presented here, and the correct aptitude to serve this nation and to serve humanity. No, you are not limited to Kenya. You can get a job anywhere. You can work with international organizations. You can work at the World Bank, at the International Monetary Fund, at the African Development Bank, at the UN, at the African Union, and many other places in the world. So open your thinking. Look at things globally, and there are opportunities everywhere. I encourage you to embrace innovation and research programs that are responsive to the current socioeconomic challenges facing Kenya. The university continues on its path of addressing socioeconomic needs of the local and international community by providing solutions that are locally available. And this is in the spirit of providing African solutions to African problems. I applaud the university management for their timely intervention in embracing online learning and teaching, which has ensured that students complete their programs on time. On the same note, I would like to challenge you to invest more on e-learning resources. E-learning resources. And we have proposed that in future, every first-year student being admitted to the university should be supported through the Higher Education Loans Board to get a good quality laptop, so that you are not using a cell phone to go on the virtual platform for the purpose of learning. It doesn't help much because people will call and interrupt. You need a laptop. And that proposal has been taken up. It has gone already through so many processes. I believe it will be implemented very soon, so that in case of any other disruption, apart from the ongoing pandemic, we can still continue with the programs. And as I speak now, I'm confident, I know, there are countries that never suffered disruption. Their programs continued online. When in Kenya we paralyzed learning because we had not embraced the e-learning platform. As the government continues to fund university education, the key issue of sustainability of universities in view of the increasing demands and need to be prioritized. In this regard, I urge universities to be proactive in pursuing opportunities for partnership with private investors to ensure that students have access to online academic resources. We must review our academic programs to ensure that they are in sync with the current industry demands and align ourselves and align our programs to the development agenda of our country. You are aware of the Big Four agenda. You are aware of the Kenya Vision 2030. You are aware of the African Union Vision 2063. I therefore challenge universities to carve a niche for themselves by strategically investing in programs that have a potential for attracting external funding. To our dear graduates, who are the cream of our nation and of their own generation, I congratulate all of you for this great achievement. I urge you to explore more opportunities that open doors for you in the world of work. You know, some graduates get frustrated too soon. I want to encourage you to be patient. I want to encourage you to seek advice from the right people. I want to encourage you to identify role models. And I want to encourage you to come back to your own university, because your lecturers who guided you through to where you have reached will not want you to go to West. And they understand how things move, how things work. They will guide you to opportunities. So the guidance they have been giving you does not just end with the graduation. I encourage you to remain innovative, as this is the only way you will overcome the challenges ahead of you. Apply the knowledge and skills imparted in you appropriately, and prepare to be at the forefront to lead the struggle that will transform the lives of our people. You've trained very well. I want to encourage you not to misplace yourself. There are people who train into particular professions. Then they start gambling with other things they don't understand. Go into the profession in which you've been trained. I hope you chose what you wanted to become, because the tragedy in Africa is that many people do jobs they don't like. As you join the rest of the Kenyans in nation building, use knowledge and skills that you have received in tackling the socio-economic challenges that we face today as a nation. You have a lot of knowledge now. If you don't practice it, you will lose it, and it will be wasted. We trust that the university has transformed you and empowered you to continuously acquire the right values and virtues that are needed for prosperity of our society, of our nation, and of humanity. May you experience success as you work and aspire to live a fulfilling life while contributing to national development. As I stand here today, there are two colleagues we graduated with. The way the first years, the undergraduates have graduated, there are two people we graduated today at the same time. They are here. I don't want to mention them. But we kept on track. We were driven by optimism. Even when things appeared challenging, we maintained our focus, and we are where we are today. And we are patriotic to this nation. Each one of us is contributing consistently in a sustainable manner to national development. So I want to encourage you to have hope, to be ambitious. Ambition is very good as long as it's controlled. To be driven by optimism and self-determination, so that you develop yourself into a professional person of value to humanity. Because there are people who lose it. Well-educated, but they get addicted to alcohol, for example. They go into other things and they lose track. I want to encourage you to have faith in God and to have faith and confidence in yourself, because you have a bright future. Have an open and innovative mind to identify opportunities and even create opportunities for others. I want to encourage you to approach life objectively with buoyancy while observing our national values to make Kenya a great country. I congratulate you on the work well done. You still have the capacity to do much more until you are at the apex of what you can achieve and the best that you can become. May God bless you all.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is with great humility to invite you to address the congregation.
Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department, University Education. Professor Monari Bosile, the Chairman of the Council, Meru University of Science and Technology. Council members, Meru University of Science and Technology, our own Professor Lomanas Odhiambo, Vice Chancellor of our university, Vice Chancellors and Principals of other universities who might be with us, invited guests, management, staff, student of Meru University of Science and Technology, ladies and gentlemen, it's really a great honor and a privilege to be with you today. Allow me on the onset to acknowledge and deeply appreciate Ambassador Simon's Nabukwase's very kind words to us and the chairman, and of course with our Vice Chancellor. And it's really a pleasure for us to reconnect again after an encounter in Canada. And I'm glad you're one of the people who knows what it takes to really maintain the programs that we have and the effort we have to do, for instance, to maintain the Wings to Fly program to what it has become. Hopefully by the end of this year, we'll have given 38,000 scholarships. But earlier in the morning, Ambassador, we talked about you, and publicly let me extend an invitation. We talked of how, together with you and our chairman, Professor Monari Bosile, and one of our very able Kenyan students, Beth Wawelo, who did her PhD while we were in Canada, we could team up together and enhance the linkages between our university, Meru University of Science and Technology, and Canadian and American universities. And I hope this extension of invitation is accepted. Thank you very much, Ambassador. We'll do our very best to see that we create the linkages that truly allow this university to collaborate with the global universities. And hopefully also try to seek global resources, particularly on research, to flow into this university. On this great occasion, when we are conferring degrees and awarding diplomas and certificates on the 8th graduation of Meru University of Science and Technology, I'm both proud and pleased at the strides that we have made and taken as a university. I remember when I first became Chancellor of this great institution, we had a handful of students. Today, we have 8,000 students, as we have been told by our Vice Chancellor, and today we are graduating nearly 1,200 students who have been confirmed by the Senate, showing and demonstrating how our student population have grown and the role and the significant role that we have started playing in the development of future generations, and of course accumulation of knowledge that can be used to develop our economy. I'm proud of where we are today at Meru University of Science and Technology. However, I also know that we still have a long way to go. But I acknowledge we have come together as stakeholders before, a few years back, through the Meru University of Science and Technology we want. This has transformed Meru University of Science and Technology by laying a very strong foundation on governance and leadership of building a world-class university, and greatly embedded a win-win harmony between the university and our host community. As a result, today, we are graduating a labor force that will provide manpower, entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders for the public and private sectors, as well as the development community, with skills and capabilities to compete head-to-head with the best there is globally. We are indeed releasing to the world graduates who are change makers to build back better, a more inclusive, sustainable, greener economy where no one is left behind. This year's graduation theme, Transforming Rapidly Changing World Through Leadership and Innovation, gives an insight into where the world is going in terms of innovation. The dawn of the fourth industrial revolution technologies, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, the 5G and Internet of Things, 3D printing, blockchain, robotics, cloud and quantum computing is exponentially defining the future of work and jobs of the future. And so while people speak with frustrations about unemployment in the country, it's simply because we haven't adjusted enough to an adjusting environment. And I want to really seek to request our graduating class that the world have moved. And maybe if you have ever read the book, Who Moved the Cheese, or Who Moved My Cheese, that movement is with us. The cheese of employment has been moved from the loom that it always used to be. But it has only moved to another loom that is really driven by technologies that are defining the fourth revolution. All that we need to do is to adapt and seek to know where the cheese is, that new loom where the cheese is, and we continue in fitting in a very changed environment. I invite you to be innovative, to be creative, and embrace change. This call for economic actors, be it government, households, private sector, and labor market, to align themselves, or change will change them. Computer-aided design, telecommunications, and other developments are allowing smaller players to compete with the traditional giants in manufacturing, commerce, innovation, service delivery, and other fields. To this end, we must position Meru University of Science and Technology well to take advantage of this revolution. It is because of this that I have a great passion for innovation, and I'm pleased that our initiative for creating an innovation center has continued to grow from strength to strength. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you are working very hard as the university fraternity to make good use of the center. I've also been made aware that the university is planning to have an innovation week. This is encouraged as it is important and will move us to a different level and raise our standard. As Meru University of Science and Technology, we should also accelerate hosting annual hackathons, contests by university and TVET college students in Kenya. This will ensure we take maximum advantage of the digital economy and position Kenya as truly the Silicon Savannah software exporting powerhouse, just like India has done ahead of us. I want to encourage and urge both staff and students to make more use of the Innovation Center. I encourage upcoming innovators to bring their innovations here for incubation. And for all those innovators watching this graduation ceremony live on TV or through online channels, everyone is welcome to bring their innovations here and partner with this university to grow their ideas and commercialize the same. And I extend an invitation on behalf of this university to join us, and we make our Innovation Center an active space for interactions to shape the future. Dear graduates, Universities all over the world should be significant generators of new knowledge. They should produce highly skilled workers and help foster innovation across different sectors. Successful models of linkages have supported innovation through research, use of technology, and business incubation, which is commercializing products, in partnership between universities and industries. They can contribute to economic development through research, community engagement, and generation of new ideas for products, and discover new ways to increase productivity. These are goals that, even though given to universities, can be borrowed by you graduates as you leave this institution today and go and commercialize them. Fellow countrymen, the world is full of examples of successful stories of people who dared to dream and won by venturing in technology and coming up with innovative ways of doing things. Even in the middle of the current COVID-19 pandemic and crisis, innovators have come up with many ideas that have enabled the world to move on and continue functioning despite the challenges posed by the pandemic. For example, the pandemic popularized the Zoom and Teams apps, enabling meetings to be conducted virtually across the globe. And as we can witness today, we're also having a virtual graduation, courtesy of innovation on online technologies. Digital businesses have also changed our buying and interactions, giving society new paths to innovation to cope with the challenges of physical interaction. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, allow me to say that I'm extremely proud of our contribution to greening the environment and supporting the government's effort to reforestation of Kenya to 10% tree cover. It is on this inspiration that we set up the Chancellor's Forest, where we have to date planted over 90,000 trees. In doing so, we have ensured that 15% of the institution's ground cover is forested, making us among the first institutions to achieve a more than 10% cover. My prayer and appeal to other institutions is to join us and replicate tree planting efforts in all learning institutions as part of our effort and campaign to make the world greener. We in turn hope that this will inspire all Kenyans to play their role and take responsibility for environmental sustainability. Let me conclude by addressing the graduating class. Today you have been given the power to lead and to do all that pertains to the degrees and the certificates you are going to be awarded. Like the eagle, you now can soar. It is my humble plea that you go out into the world and become good ambassadors of our university by employing the knowledge you have acquired here at Meru University of Science and Technology, and become role models and productive members of our society. Once more, congratulations, class of 2021. God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Like an eagle, you can soar. Sentiments from the Chancellor of Meru University of Science and Technology, Dr. James Mwangi, right there as he makes his address on this 8th virtual graduation ceremony of the Meru University of Science and Technology. We thank you for your for your splendid company on this graduation virtual ceremony. I just want to go through some of your comments. We have AK Jam, who says, congratulations graduates watching live from Kapedo, Turkana East. Thank you, Ekai. We have Macedonia, who says, congratulations Esther Wambui and Faith Mwalimu. We have, that is on YouTube actually, we have Francisca Cherotich who says congratulations to the graduates. We have Juma Mumba who says congratulations to my beloved daughter Diana K. Kiponda. And we also have people who are actually congratulating also Lilian Nyambura, who is being congratulated, and that is also so much that is happening on Twitter. We track your, we continue to track your comments, your feedback on Twitter, #Meru University Graduation. By the way, did you know that this university has had up to 5 innovations, where we'll be telling you more about this and much more coming to you right here as we continue to bring you live coverage of the 8th virtual graduation ceremony of the Meru University of Science and Technology.
We also have all council members are introduced. But Mr. Chancellor said there are also friends and organizations that would like to recognize and appreciate Credit Plus. The team is also Decrip East Africa Limited. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the Dean, School of Agriculture and Food Science, the Dean, School of Business and Economics, the Dean, School of Computing and Informatics, the Dean, School of Engineering and Architecture, to present the graduates for award of respective certificates of the Meru University of Science and Technology.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 21 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective certificates in the School of Agriculture and Food Science. Certificate in Agriculture, Distinction, Githenji Esther Waheto, Kagori Shalon, Kinya Agnes, Kubai Phineas Mutharimi, Makao Esther Nthenya, Muchero Dorcas Wangoi, Morioki Evans, Guruzi Simon. Credit, Fadhe, Getuma, Hassan, Kagweria, Kemadhi, Kenodhia, Lairangi, Babu, Mogera, Mwangi, Mwendwa, Kamal. Pass. Kadhure. Graduates, please remain standing until the award of certificates.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 18 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective certificates in the School of Business and Economics. Certificate in Business Administration, Distinction, Kame Diba Adudo, Kingori Leonard, Samira Dahir Duba. Credit, Farhat, Kaburu John, Kaburu Mutugi, Kaigongi, Kinoti, Makandi, Makena, Micheni, Miriti David, Miriti Priscilla, Mugambi, Mugandia, Ndirangu, Pass, Mude. Certificate in Procurement and Supply Chain Management, Credit, Mugambi. Graduates, please remain standing until the award of certificates.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 6 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective certificates in the School of Computing and Informatics. Certificate in Information Technology, Distinction, Maitedia Emmanuel, Njuki Duncan. Credit, Boro, Kawira, Mohammed, Rebecca. Graduates, please remain standing until the award of certificates.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 5 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective certificates in the School of Engineering and Architecture. Certificate in Electrical Installation. Credit, Kimathi, Mushomba, Muredhi, Thuranira, Pass, Mutua. Graduates, please remain standing until the award of certificates.
Acting on the powers conferred by the University Act number 42 of 2012, section 38, subsection 3A, and the Meru University of Science and Technology Statute 5, having certified the School Board of Examiners and Senate in all subjects for which you were enrolled, trained, and examined, it gives me great pleasure to award you the respective certificates, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to lead and do all that appertains to these certificates.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the Dean, School of Agriculture and Food Science, the Dean, School of Business and Economics, the Dean, School of Computing and Informatics, and the Dean, School of Engineering and Architecture to present the graduates for award of the respective diplomas of the Meru University of Science and Technology.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 6 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective diplomas in the School of Agriculture and Food Science. Diploma in Agriculture, Distinction, Mokami Winfred. Credit, Hassan, Mutua, Murigi, Dumba, Papuya. Graduates, please remain standing until the award of diplomas.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 63 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective diplomas in the School of Business and Economics. Diploma in Business Administration, Distinction, Guantai Veron Intinyari, Kirinya Josephat Mwiti, Maore Glory Intinyari. Credit, Abdi, Gaki, Gatwiri, Kaberia, Kadumuri, Kingori, Kenya, Kirianki, Kirimi, Korme, Kulate, Kialo, Babu, Michumbu, Miriti Priscilla, Miriti Roni, Muchiri, Mugendi, Muguna, Munene, Muriuki, Muriungi, Mwebi, Mwende, Mwirigi, Nkadha, Nkonge, Ntonja, Omar, Salesa, Paz, Mbururu, Nkunja, Ntonja. Diploma in Purchasing and Supplies Management, distinction, Ibrahim Abdirahim Ibrahim, Mtomwari Lilian Makena, Mishuko Sanchoin Yunis, Mutisia Maureen Mudeu. Credit, Abdikarim Abungu, Alinur, Bonaya, Ibrahim, Kaberia, Karani, Kibadi, Kinoti, Mujuri, Muriungi, Muslima, Mudhuri, Nkadha, Nasi, Nkadha Ros, Nkirote, Shano, Wanja, Pas, Gacheri, Moroa, Moria, Kabale, Wachira. Graduates, please remain standing until the award of diplomas.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 20 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective diplomas in the School of Computing and Informatics. Diploma in Information Technology. Credit, Gitobu, Gitonga, Jarso, Korosian, Burunga, Murethi, Muriungi, Mutuma, Mutwiri, Mwai, Mwangela, Ntoribi, Ragira, Wangombe. Pass, Bundi, Gitonga, Ian, Lingera, Mutevia, Nzungi. Graduates, please remain standing until the award of diplomas.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 4 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective diplomas in the School of Engineering and Architecture. Diploma in Civil Engineering. Credit, Otieno. Pass, Karani. Diploma in Electrical Engineering. Pass, Mudhuri, Wangi. Graduates, please remain standing until the award of diplomas.
Acting on the powers conferred by the University Act number 42 of 2012, Section 38, subsection 3A, and the Meru University of Science and Technology Statute 5, having certified the School Board of Examiners and Senate in all subjects for which you were enrolled, trained, and examined, it gives me great pleasure to award you the respective diplomas, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to lead and do all that appertains to these diplomas.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I call upon the Dean, School of Agriculture and Food Science, the Dean, School of Business and Economics, the Dean, School of Computing and Informatics, the Dean, School of Education, the Dean, School of Engineering and Architecture, the Dean, School of Health Sciences, the Dean, School of Nursing, and the Dean, School of Pure and Applied Sciences to present the graduates for conferment of respective bachelor's degrees of the Meru University of Science and Technology.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 188 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor's degrees in the School of Agriculture and Food Science. Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, First Class Honors, Ngema Dirango Ean. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Chepkoril, Jebichi, Kipkoril, Mutai, Mutua, Mwamgaro, Wairigo, Wangeshi. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Chege, Chepkoech, Chepngeno, Kigori, Kiremi, Ngojiri. Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Nutrition, Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Wamunyole. Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Technology, First Class Honors, Chepngeno Faith, Cherotich Dorothy, Mbusia Elizabeth Kalisa. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Acheng, Chege, Kanegeni, Kazungu, Kimngetich, Macharia, Momanyi Amos, Momanyi Sabina, Moiro, Nderito, Odwor, Omonga, second class honors lower division, Akoth, Ibayo, Karanja, Kirui, Kuria, Mongayo, Morira, Njoroge, Pass, Mutua, Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Management, first class honors, Mwasambo Alfred Mwachanya, second class honors upper division, Adhiambo, Chepkoril, Kiago, Kimani, Marai, Mwabule, Siso. Second class honors lower division, Gitonga, Ibrahim, Jepngetich, Kareithi, Kipkurui, Machora, Mwangi, Maura. Bachelor of Science in Human Nutrition and Dietetics, first class honors, Muirore Faith Wairimo, Demo Don Mora, Salkadere Jacinta Jaiso. Second class honors upper division, Barasa, Chepchumba, Cherotich, Jeptu, Kenywa, Ngeno, Ngoge, Nyakundi, Umondi, Orucho. Wanyaga, second class honors lower division, Jep Koril, Chengo, Joguna, Nono, Omkaga, Onsongo. Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, first class honors, Jep Kogei Lynette, Kinya Rosalyn Nkunja, Manasi Faith Kwamboka. Second class honors upper division, Chepngetich, Gathirwa, Githuku, Jepsoyo, Kenywa, Koech, Mureu, Nafula, Ngatia, Ngodho, Nyakerario, Nyoro, Onyango, Otieno. Second class honors lower division, Akinyi, Buba, Kurui, Mbogwa, Mogeni, Moreithi, Moriongi, Rogito, Sakwa, Wamahiga, Pass, Onguche. Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management, first class honors, Cherotich Janeth, Nasimiu Esnas Wanyama. Second class honors upper division, Chepngetich, Kahuro, Kemboi, Kimayo, Kinama, Koech, Maina, Mara, Mburu, Mokaya, Muirori, Njoroge, Ouma. Second class honors lower division, Bamsang, Chepkirui, Gakuru, Gekonyo, Gwantai, Karioki, Kendi, Kipkurui, Kipngeno, Kisaka, Njogo, Owie, Robert, Pass, Kimathi. Bachelor of Science in Animal Health and Production, Chelangat, Chemtai, Cheruyot, Kiberenge, Kinayo, Kimngetich Kimtai, Kimngetich Rotich, Kiprotich Dennis, Kiprotich Maritime, Langat, Masinde, Mwangi, Ngure, Jenga, Njero, Njoroge, Nyaga, Wanjie, Wanjiro, Gichoni, Karioki, Lisambo. I now invite the graduates to publicly confess their commitment, their willingness and readiness to offer transformative animal health and production services by taking the veterinary paraprofessional's oath. Repeat after me from whatever location where you are participating in this graduation. I, being admitted as a veterinary paraprofessional, solemnly swear that I shall dedicate myself to aiding society by providing excellent care and services for animals, to alleviate animal suffering, and to promoting public health. I accept my obligation to practice my profession conscientiously and with sensitivity, adhering to the profession's code of ethics and furthering my knowledge and competence through a commitment to lifelong learning. So help me God. Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education and Extension, first class honors, Adek Dickens Ochieng, Agal Ochieng Dennis, Dukwe Joseph Chiro, Kiprotich Edward, Murithi Dennis Mucheri. Second class honors upper division, Adhiambo, Gioche, Jameli, Kipchirchir, Kipkurui, Koech, Ounga, Rotich, Sankale. Second class honors lower division, Aondo, Chepkemoi, Cheptu, Cheruyot, Gatimo, Kebwaro, Chalo, Macharia, Momanyi, Nyabuto, Nyagaka, Nyakundi, Olo, Ombasa, Rotich, Vaati, Wanjala, Yego, Pass. Umoga. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 241 graduates who during 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor degrees in the School of Business and Economics. Bachelor of Commerce, First Class Honors, Mwema Isaac Munyao. Finance, Ndoro James Julo. Obundu Edward Angani. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Accounting, Choriot, Kamao, Kangede, Kinywa, Kiporir, Kiplagat, Kipigentich, Kiprotich, Kipiegon, Koech, Maina, Mukula, Muridi, Nganga, Njoki, Njoroge, Nyoike, Nzilani, Olo, Ruriga, Wambura, Wangari, Wekesa. Finance, Abuga, Barno, Chemgeno, Cheriot, Chumum, Gitau, Gitobu, Ingoi, Keino, Kio, Kinene, Manesa, Mangendi, Masheti, Madhu, Mheshimiwa, Mokaya, Mulwale, Mudhui, Mungangi, Ndolo, Ndombi, Nduta, Ngugi Ann, Ngugi George, Njiri, Njoroge, Njuguna, Ndinyari, Nyabera, Okongo, Olwalo, Sigwana, Tavita, Wachira, Wandia. Human Resource Management, Mbogo, Muigai, Mwangi. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Accounting, Chebet Wendy, Chebet Nganga. Finance, Alaka, Auma, Chelangat, Hassan, Chebleting, Joshua, Kalera, Kipsoyo, Kadurima, Kiroine, Migada, Mungai, Mwendwa, Wanjala. Human Resource Management, Kasioka, Mikuro, Mununu, Rono. Pass, Finance, Atiang, Matthew. Bachelor of Purchasing and Supplies Management, Second Class Honors Upper Division, Chege, Cheriot, Gitonga, Kahura, Kiprono, Kiptu, Kirimi, Kitinji, Kosgei, Mandela, Madeka, Mbinya, Monica, Moranga, Munyi, Muriki, Mutiso, Mutisia, Mwaura, Mwendwa, Muikali, Ndururu, Ngetich, Njambi, Nyarotso, Omolo, Ondimu, Orenge, Osewe, Suma, Wambugu, Wanjohi, Wasike. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Gitonga, Juma, Kayuyu, Ingori, Kinyunye, Kipkemboi, Korir, Maina, Munene, Murimi, Musia, Mude, Mudoni, Ngui, Njeru, Obogi, Odiwor, Okal, Omwange, Otieno, Ruto. Bachelor of Business Administration, First Class Honors, Finance and Accounting, Njeru Mwende, Ondeki Joseph Omuya. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Finance and Accounting, Franklin, Kaburu, Muridi, Mulitza, Ndengwa, Njeru Kamelin, Njeru Ayen, Ogutu. Project Management, Chemutai, Irungu, Kavindu, Nyambura. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Finance and Accounting, Auma, Cherop, Odiambo, Okwema, Otieno. Human Resource Management, Kahinga. Project Management, Njagi, Nzilu, Odiga. Bachelor of Cooperative Management, First Class Honors, Finance, Tabu, Valentine. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Accounting, Kabui, Kimani, Kipkemoi, Kiplagat, Ochieng, Tanui, Wayego. Finance, Leparakuo, Macharia, Maina, Mbidio, Mburu, Mukoma, Mumo, Muridi, Mude, Mwaura, Ndunda, Ngendo, Omondi, Wanyonyi. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Accounting, Wanjiru. Finance, Adero, Ayesa, Gatimu, Ireri, Kimukwa, Kipkemboi, Kimkeno, Mideko, Mwangi David, Mwangi Gitaga, Ndirangu, Nyaga, Wangui. Bachelor of Science in Economics, First Class Honors, Chanzera Harrison, Thomas, Gadondu Boniface Gisheru, Mutugi Faith Mumbi. Mwalimu Faith Wayua. Second class honors, upper division, Abdi, Angulu, Chege, Cherotich, Cheriot, Gikaru, Kanja, Kanyuira, Karume, Kihara, Kimutai, Magwa, Masinde, Mburu, Musioka, Mudaka, Namukuru, Ndenge, Oduor, Duranira, Wainaina, Cosmas, Wainaina Judy, Wambua. Second class honors, lower division, Hussein, Kabera, Kagunda, Kakila, Kiunga, Langat, Meli, Musili, Mudike, Mwangi, Omote, Ondiek, Sangalo, Thu. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of the degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 226 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor's degrees in the School of Computing and Informatics. Bachelor of Business Information Technology, First Class Honors, Malovo Nino. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Akinyi, Chebet, Emase, Gadhuma, Kanyiva, Kadhitu, Hibo, Kiplangat, Kiprono, Maina, Margaret, Masaulu, Mutinda, Mwangi, Ndonye, Ndwati, Nduti, Ngodho, Njoguna, Onyango, Rop, Washira, Wambulwa. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Atinda, Gikunda, Gitau, Gitonga, Kaburu, Kailu, Kaniru, Kibiegon, Kimutai, Kipchumba, Kiplangat, Kipiego, Kirenge, Kitur, Masharia, Muchangi, Munyao, Muraya, Musumba, Mwasame, Mwaura, Njoroge, Odero, Odhiambo, Oduor, Vidonyi, Wangila. Pass, Kinoti, Babu. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, First Class Honors, Ngeno Victor. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Abbas, Abdulhai, Cherono, Cherotich, Cheruto, Githaiga, Gitonga Lewis, Gitonga Robin, Irungu, Kanyanga, Katana, Kibet, Kimanzi, Kipkenei, Munyao, Musembi, Musili, Mudhoni, Mutiso, Mwangi, Mwaniki, Nganga, Nkadha, Ogeto, Ondiek, Watitwa. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Aduke, Awuor, Chahonya, Chege, Kageshe, Kang'ethe, Kavinya, Kilonzo, Kenywa, Kipkoech, Kipkorir, Kipngeno, Kiprono, Kiptoo, Koton, Mainge, Mugwe, Mukaria, Mutuma, Mutwiri, Mwangangi, Mwangi Justin, Mwangi Lawrence, Mwenda, Mwikali, Mwongeli, Ngatunyi, Oduor, Okinyi, Omondi, Ondicho, Talam, Temoi, Wanjoi. Pass, Kadhurima. Bachelor of Science in Computer Technology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Chebet, Gishana, Juma, Kipchirchir, Kirimi, Maina, Mugo, Mwangi, Nderitu, Ngare, Njeru, Nyaga, Orwaru. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Cheruyot, Kanaga, Kemboi, Kiteto, Masharia, Maina, Muindu, Mureithi, Murunga, Musioka, Mwangi, Ndiga, Ndungo, Nganga, Ngugi, Ouma, Theuri. Pass, Mutua, Wandeto. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Akimanya, Amoko, Barongo, Bet, Gitonga, Irungu, Kamau, Karanja, Magotswe, Moragwa, Muhorela, Muke, Mwenda, na Mwonyonyi, Nyayemi, Omwenga, Otieno. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Barare, Kamau, Kimathi, Kingo, Kipngetich, Muhebi, Murethi, Muremi, Mudhe Chris, Mudhe Mary, Mudhui, Mwangi Kelvin, Mwangi Martin, Ndungu, Ngayo, Njuguna, Ogesi, Okeo, Osoro, Owuor. Pass, Maina, Misi, Wangari. Bachelor of Science in Computer Security and Forensics, First Class Honors, Sabisa Ruben Ombaso. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Gati, Kigen, Kihiu, Maina, Nganga, Ngero, Ngugi, Gwono, Njenga, Odera, Olumula, Otieno, Sila, Wambugu. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Barasa, Chepkech, Chepkemoi, Kabona, Kiprono, Koech, Limo, Mushiri, Moya, Ndiwa. Bachelor of Science in Information Science, First Class Honors, Publishing and Media, Gishimu Muheya Bernard. Records and Archives Management, Tengamjeni. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Information and Communication Technology, Oltimpao. Publishing and Media, Kiplangat, Mwanya, Ngechu. Records and Archives Management, Cherotich, Kiponda. Second class honors, Lower Division, Information and Communication Technology, Kemei, Kibara, Kipkales, Kipkoech, Mulinge, Ndenya. Records and Archives Management, Kipkosgei. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 176 graduates who during the 2019 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor's degrees in the School of Education. Bachelor of Education, Science, Mathematics and Physics, First Class Honors. Kituva Lilian Mwikali, Mutunga Sila Paul, Mwaniki Patrick Joroge, Mwelu Luke Jessica, Sagala Alexander. Second Class Honors Upper Division, Akoth, Akumbi, Gitonga, Juma, Kea, Kipkurui, Keremi, Makena, Munyambo, Murevi, Muremi, Mutugi, Jerry, Okumu, Onchir, Satich, Wagungu, Wanjiko, Wawira. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Chebuche, Chelimo, Cheroyot, Duda, Kitonga, Kimani, Kemote, Kenywa, Kioko, Kipkurui Enoch, Kipkurui Siele, Kipngetich, Mageto, Makaye, Maskonte, Mose, Mwangala, Mwangi, Ngetich, Ngujiri, Nkonge, Nyaga, Otieno, Sanya. Bachelor of Education Science, Mathematics and Chemistry, First Class Honors, Diwa Duncan. Second Class Honors Upper Division, Achieng, Cheptu, Jesir, Jepkoech, Kahuru, Kanana, Kinoti, Kiraka, Makena, Mosalia, Muema, Muinde, Mulinge, Munga, Musemi, Mudhoni, Oginga, Ongia, Sitin. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Busienei, Kadhambi, Kemngetich, Kungutia, Njagi, Ombasa, Ouma. Bachelor of Education Science, Mathematics and Biology, Second Class Honors Upper Division, Cantona, Kiprono. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Amani, Arasa, Chepngeno, Gicharu, Kinya, Owino. Bachelor of Education Science, Mathematics and Agriculture, Second Class Honors Lower Division, Kimngetich, Murugi. Bachelor of Education Science, Biology and Agriculture, First Class Honors, Abwao Oliver Samson, Naingisa Shankoya. Second Class Honors Upper Division, Ambaisi, Atieno, Atoti, Jepsira, Cheroyot, Kanana, Makoa, Mokaya, Mudhuri, Njeru, Otieno. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Karaoke, Kipchumba, Kipkorir, Joan, Kipkorir Peter, Matara, Mwanzia, Nambuye, Nyaga, Nyakudi, Omondi, Ongori, Owor, Rono, Pass, Chepkoech, Nyaundu. Bachelor of Education Science, Biology and Chemistry, First Class Honors, Adhiambo Teresa, Ambululi Maureen Atudo. Second Class Honors Upper Division, Aruma, Ayoka, Chepkemoi, Kadhuni, Kibaki, Kibet, Kimayo, Maina, Mainge, Maritani, Matete, Munene, Mwanza, Mwasi, Njue, Oidi, Ongori, Rerimoi, Wainaina. Second Class Honors Lower Division, Achieng, Cheboi, Chemtai, Cheroyot, Kadhure, Kibet, Kipkimboi, Kirema, Kuchio, Litiema, Lotem, Lydia, Mairura, Mayo, Matei, Mbidhi, Ndubi, Ngeno, Okoth, Onsumu, Onyango, Otieno, Oyagi, Ruyot, Pass, Asonga, Egesa. Bachelor of Education Science, Mathematics and Computer Studies, second class honors, upper division, Kemboi, Kidinj, Joroge, Ondanga. Second class honors, lower division, Nyayemi. Bachelor of Education Science, Chemistry and Physics, first class honors, Muindi Mutesia Wycliffe, second class honors, upper division, Mokeira, Moya, Garu, second class honors, lower division, Chebi, Kalulu, Kulei, Liyosi, Magara, Rotich, Wanjiko. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 3 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor's degrees in the School of Engineering and Architecture. Bachelor of Technology in Civil Engineering, Bogo, Budoi. Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering, second class honors, upper division, Obala. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 64 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor's degrees in the School of Health Sciences. Bachelor of Science in Public Health, first class honors, Chepto Faith Chumba, Waiganjo Nyambura. Second class honors, upper division, Owor, Barno, Chacha, Jaok, Kibiwot, Kibor, Kipkemboi Benjamin, Kipkemboi Namunyak, Kipkoril, Kipngeno, Kipgetich, Kiprop, Kiriago, Koech, Konyokie, Limachuria, Murage, Mutedia, Nasirumbi, Nasoro, Zomo, Otiende, Otieno, Ruto. Second class honors, lower division, Achieng, Fausia, Karani, Koech, Rochit, Rorot, Madingu, Musalia, Mwetich, Ojode, Okoth, Okundi, Otieno, Tam. Bachelor of Science in Community Health and Development, first class honors, Kiria Kadure Charity. Second class honors, upper division, Astor, Chepkoech, Jep Kosgei, Kanga, Kipchirchir, Lebu, Murage, Diko, Nyambake, Nyangute, Obini, Ouma, Owando, Ramadhani, Wanjara, Zaituna. Second class honors, lower division, Gada, Kaveria, Kiplagat, Rongon, Mwangi, Othiambo, Obati. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of respective degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 18 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor's degrees in the School of Nursing. Bachelor of Science in Health Systems Management, First Class Honors, Changwala Mercy Nakanu, Kangor Dorothy Njesile, Mbuba Morris Ntwiga, Opio Atieno Priskla. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Akinyi Ellen, Akinyi Joan, Chepngetich, Kara, Kubira, Liru, Mwiraria, Ndege, Njoki, Ocheng, Oleko, Sang, Wesonga. Second Class Honors, Luan Division, Longong. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 170 graduates who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective bachelor's degrees in the School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Bachelor of Science in Statistics. First Class Honors, Abao Omondi Jairas, Irungo Isaac Menja, Muimi Kilonzi, Munyui Marion Wanjiku. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Abudho, Akiteng, Akwam, Ekeno, Kioko, Mwangangi, Njoki, Nyaga, Ouma. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Kalunde, Kibiwot, Logwe, Mashia, Marion, Mati, Mbutei, Mumbi, Dungu, Nyongesa, Ogalo, Ogweno, Owino, Vihenda, Pass, Aleu, Mosoti, Naimbei. Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science. First Class Honors, Achieng Susan, Barako Halkano Huka, Achiengo Johnson, Kimani Jerry Nancy, Maina Margaret Joki, Maingi John Simba, Jeru Jim Kariuki, Oino Nyamwea Victor. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Anyona, Chepkorir, Kilonzo, Kinuthia, Kirui, Leleruk, Makoha, Mongare, Mungatia, Nakasepan, Namukoe, Njoroge, Njuguna, Onyango, Sindani, Uruka, Wambui, Wanjiko. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Achieng, Amondi, Gachie, Ichure, Guyo, Kariuki, Kibet, Kimemia, Kipkirui, Kipkoech, Kipkoril, Kirui, Mbithi, Moseti, Muya, Nganga, Jenga Geoffrey, Jenga Viona, Nyabwari, Omondi, Towet, Waithira, Wanjiko, Warui, Waweru, Pass, Kiuma, Ondieki, To. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and Computer Science. First Class Honors, Itebagor Brian, Dungu Peter Wanjama, Nyoike Kimani Paul. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Chebet, Chebor, Cherop, Gitau, Kamau, Kimutai, Kioko, Kipkoril, Kiprotich, Kitonyo, Chalo, Chama, Mawira, Muchangi, Muiruri, Musa, Mudhoki, Mwambanga, Mwangi Alex, Mwangi Mishek, Mwanza, Derethi, Derito, Getich, Jogu, Juguna, Orenjo, Robert, Wambua. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Chebet, Ichanga, Gumba, Karumba, Kifugi, Kimanzi, Kosgei, Langat, Lukorito, Mokua, Mungai, Dungu, Ngetich, Juguna, Onyango, Psakei, Wasira. Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Wabwire. Pass, Wekesa. Bachelor of Science, Entomology and Parasitology. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Mureithi. Second Class Honors, Lower Division, Akinyi, Chelangat, Mlingo, Mugo, Wairu. Pass, Atai. Bachelor of Science, Physics. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Chepkirui. Second class honors, lower division, Kipngeno, Kidhome. Bachelor of Science, Chemistry. Second class honors, upper division, Kutethia, Maina, Mutuku, Mobobia, Odhiambo, Okebiro. Second class honors, lower division, Karanja, Onyango, Tendet, Wekesa. Pass, Barasa, Kizito. Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry. Second class honors, upper division, Kariuki, Kibuka, Kimeri, Kombo, Lobenyo, Marita, Matata, Mongare, Mulubi, Dolo. Second class honors, lower division, Babu, Dege, Gari. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of the degrees.
I admit the persons named to the respective bachelor's degrees for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to lead and do all that appertains to these degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the Dean, School of Business and Economics, the Dean, School of Health Sciences, and the Dean, School of Pure and Applied Sciences to present the graduates for conferment of respective master's degrees of the Meru University of Science and Technology.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 4 graduates who during 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective master's degree in the School of Business and Economics, Masters of Business Administration, Accounting, Kendi Dorin, Finance, Muchai Geoffrey Mwangi, Ngumbi Agvinon Mbiti, Marketing, Kinywa Pamela Makandi. Graduates, please remain standing until the conferment of the degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 3 graduates who during 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective master's degrees in the School of Health Sciences. Master of Science in Public Health, Kandie Jeredine Jemge, Kiraki Monica, Nkadha Joel Irene. Graduates remain standing until the conferment of the degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 1 graduate who during the 2019-2020 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of respective master's degree in the School of Pure and Applied Sciences. Master of Science in Applied Mathematics, Mirgichan James Obocha. Graduate, please remain standing until the conferment of the degree.
I admit the persons named to the respective master's degree for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to lead and do all that appertains to these master's degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to present the graduates to their parents, their guardians, and society. Graduates, congratulations. You can now turn and face your parents and your guardians. Please wave at them and say thank you for the support. Parents and guardians, thank you very much for educating your children. God bless you, class of 2020. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to inform the graduates to return their gowns and collect their certificates as from Tuesday, 16th of March, 2021. Mr. Chancellor, sir, in accordance with the Universities Act number 42 of 2012, Section 39, Part 2, and the Meru University of Science and Technology Statute 41, Section 6, I declare this congregation officially dissolved. Thank you and God bless you.
An announcement, Mr. Chancellor, sir. The following vehicles that have been parked at the staff parking, you requested to remove them immediately. KBV 588H, KCW 939B, KBK 995N, and KBN 093B. We have come to the end of our function, and we thank God and everyone who participated in their different ways to ensuring that we have a successful event. I am now requesting, please, that we stand up for the national anthem. And once the national anthem is complete, we are requesting that you remain standing as the procession leaves the graduation gardens. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good. Good morning to you still from the graduate. Actually, it is still a good morning. It is some minutes to noon as we bring, as the 8th virtual graduation ceremony of the Meru University of Science and Technology comes to a close. The procession of the band also leading out the Chancellor of this university after a successful graduation ceremony of the Meru University of Science and Technology, coming to you live from the main campus here in Meru County. This has been a graduation that has seen 1,240 graduates being awarded with various certificates, diplomas, degrees and masters as well, and they have now been given the power to read and do all that pertains to their degrees. This has come from the 9 schools that offer various courses. We have the School of Agriculture and Food Science, we have the School of Business and Economics, we have the School of Computing and Informatics, the School of Engineering and Architecture, the School of Education, the School of Health Science, the School of Nursing, School of Pure and Applied Sciences, and as well as the Technical, Vocational Education and Training courses. Of course, the band there leading out the procession, the Chancellor's procession after a successful graduation ceremony, that is the 8th virtual graduation ceremony. These ceremony has been brought to you live across the social media platforms as well as on KTM Home and the University YouTube page. We appreciate your feedback. Use the hashtag Meru University graduation so that we will be able to track your comments, your feedback, your views about this whole, and also your comments to the graduates who have been awarded and accorded their various degrees and after pursuing either 4 to 5 years of their courses. Now, Meru University has its mission, which is our world-class University of Excellence in Science and Technology, with a mission to provide quality education, quality university education, training, research in science, technology, and innovation. The core values of this university, which has held its 8th graduation ceremony, is competitiveness, innovation, integrity, professionalism, and quality. That is Meru University of Science and Technology, abbreviated MUST, offers quality education in quality education, blended learning, industry exposure, and talent development. Holistic development best sums up their approach in nurturing students from this university into graduates fit for the global market. As I have mentioned, 1,240 graduates have been awarded have been awarded their degrees after pursuing their various courses right here. I did mention earlier on that actually this university has had several innovations, and I'd like to bring them to your attention. We have in fact the innovations in the 2020-21 year. We have the first one is Competence Network for E-Inclusion and Assistive Technologies. Now these are low-cost assistive learning devices for persons living with disability that has actually been implemented in Adi Special School Maua, Alakara School in Garemara, that is Isiolo, and Igoji Small Home. This second innovation is the Tunza Leaf mobile app and web interface, which is an affordable agri-tech interface usable by farmers in low-income farming communities in the diagnosis of crop pests and diseases. The third is the Instapark mobile app, which is a mobile app developed and implemented for enabling digital parking for car owners. The fourth one is the Block Health app and web, that is a blockchain-enabled solution for automated referral of patients to hospitals. And the fifth one is Africa Money mobile solution, and it is a cross-border money transfer solution for easy currency transfer. I have a section of the 1,240 graduates who have been awarded their degrees right here at the Meru University, and I can see their faces. Could you kindly get off your masks so that you see your beaming smiles, your faces, of course. They are delighted to be able to have come for these to be awarded these their degrees, and I've said 1,240 coming from the 9 schools. And I will start this interactive session with actually the best performing student who was able to give her address. She joins me here shortly. Start with your name and what course were you pursuing?
I'm Margaret Njoki Maina. I was pursuing bachelor's degrees in actuarial science. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, when you became the best performing student, how did you receive this news?
When I received a call, I was so happy. I can't express that. Yeah.
How was the course for you? I mean, actuarial science is a course that has been believed to be very difficult to some. How was it for you for the years you were pursuing this course?
For me, mathematics is my passion. So, although there have been ups and downs, I enjoyed the course actually. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you intend to move forward? I mean, have you got an internship for yourself? Are you already working? Are you going to create employment? What are your plans as of now?
No, I'm not working. I just finished my attachment I don't have any plans.
We wish you all the,
Yeah.
So we wish you all the best, and life is going to brighten up for you, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Indeed, that has been the best performing student. Now I'll engage these guys who are right behind me. John here, start with your name. What course are you pursuing?
Okay, I'm Timothy Mangendi. I was taking Bachelor of Commerce, Finance option. Yeah.
As a finance guy, so what are you going to do with your course? You have been given the powers to read and do all that pertains to your degree. Moving forward, what's your plan?
Okay, my plan is to bring a solution to finance entities. Yeah, to be a financial analyst. Yeah.
Okay. When did you, by the way, join this school?
Okay, I joined back in 2016, August. Yeah.
And how has been they are now 4 or 5 years? How has they been for you?
Okay, the journey has been somehow rough, but we thank God we have made it. Yeah.
Great. I'll interview a lady here. Start with your name. What course are you pursuing?
Yes, I'm Momanyi Sabina. I was pursuing Bachelor of Science in Food Science and Technology. Yes.
Food science. I mean, how has that course been for you? Is it a passion that you started with, or you chose it because job had given you?
No, it is. I had a passion in pursuing food science, and I thank God that I'm through with it. Yes.
How has the journey been for you? I mean, first of all, where do you come from?
I'm from Kisii County, Nyamasibi sublocation. Yes.
So for the 5 years, I believe you've been traversing these several countries to come study here, and of course you lived here. How was the experience? First of all, culture, food. I mean, talk to me about everything in terms of how your education has been.
Okay, in terms of my education, first I would like to thank the Meru University of Science and Technology for their support. Secondly, I would like to thank the Meru University community. They have been my support all through, and even my parents too. I want to thank you wherever you are. This journey has been a long journey, but through God, we have been able to manage it. And then as I move out there, I hope I'll be able to do whatever it pertains to food science. I'll be able to apply all the knowledge and skills that I have gained. I'll ensure there is food security in our country and even food safety for the Kenyans who are watching me there. Yes.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Come here, you gentlemen. Tell us your name. What course are you pursuing?
I'm Vicky Ogwari. I was taking Bachelor of Commerce, Finance option.
How was it for you? I mean, today you've been given the powers to read and do all that pertains to your degree. Moving forward, what is your plan? What do you have in mind?
As a financial analyst, I'm planning to explore the world because I've been given wings to read and do whatever pertains it. So I'm trying to explore, actually, to do my best and even pursue masters and other.
Good dreams for you. Congratulations. Sir Mo here, just come here, tell us your name. I see you're in glasses. Have you been pursuing law?
No, my name is Caleb Ouma. I've just graduated my bachelor's degree in education science. That is mathematics and chemistry. And as a teacher, what I can say that the best teacher of the year was COVID-19. And actually it has taught us to invest more in technology. And for that reason, I'll urge fellow teachers who have just graduated to implement and use of technology to our children, because education is one of the most essential profession that we have in the country. Yes, sir.
Congratulations. I'll engage John Mo. Talk to us. Start with your name. Where do you come from?
I'm coming from Homa Bay County. My name is Hilary Ochieng Okwaro. Yes.
Okay. And how has it been for you for the years that you've been studying?
For the year I've been studying here at Meru University, 4 years. It has not been an easy journey. It has been full of ups and downs, but I thank God it has enabled us to reach this far. Yes.
Congratulations. And just one more is probably just briefly your name and which course are you studying?
Okay, my name is Damaris Chakweno, and I pursued Bachelor of Science in horticulture. Yeah.
How is it studying for you? I mean, the course it's one that is considered probably difficult, but how did you hack through?
No, actually, what I can say is that it's just the friendly lecturers, then the conducive environment. Yeah,
Okay, thank you so much. As we end up with you, start with your name. What course were you pursuing?
Yeah, I was pursuing Bachelor of Purchasing and Supplies Management, and I can say that it has been really a very awesome course. I cannot regret doing the course because actually, as you can see in the procurement sector in our country, it has really deteriorated. But currently, as you can see, we need people that has much knowledge, people that have much know-how on how we can be able to introduce the global purchasing in our economy, so that we can be able to foster or to improve the field of procurement and have procurement all-rounded people.
Thank you very much indeed, and I appreciate. I've been speaking to a section of students. I now want to begin, and actually the university, of course, has its management, and I'm going to begin this interview actually with the as the chancellor, or rather the vice chancellor of this great university. Thank you very much, Prof, for joining us. First of all, how does this feel for you? This is the 8th virtual graduation ceremony.
Very exciting that for the first time Meru University in its 8th graduations we are able to do virtual graduations, and I really want to join the chancellor in congratulating our students, the class of 2020. We are very proud of you, and once again congratulations for your studies here and the time we had together. Go out in the world, touch hearts, transform the world, change communities. Thank you very much.
Yeah, indeed, it has been quite a tumultuous year for universities, for the education sector, and especially even for university. And I remember earlier on we even witnessed when Meru University came up with the Covident, various innovations. How was this university be able to adapt to the new normal? Remember, the COVID-19 pandemic presented its own set of challenges. Talk us through that session.
COVID-19 came, and remember on 16th March, His Excellency, the President we like so much, Uhuru Kenyatta, advised that all schools and universities be closed, and we closed on 16th of March. And quickly we started thinking on how we could migrate our learning from physical learning to digital learning. And this took us a lot of time. We had to retool our lecturers, we had to retool our students, we had to invest a lot of fund into the technology that is required. And almost 1 year down the line, I can tell you we have risen up to the occasions. We have adapted to the new norm. We can now do many things, blended learning. We can do graduation online. We can do our meetings, council meeting online. We can do our management meeting online. We can do our Senate meeting online. I think it has been a learning new norm, and we would do, for us at Meru University of Science and Technology, I think we celebrate the challenges that were brought by this, even though we have lost some stuff, but also the innovation that has come as a result of this new norm is something we celebrate. Thank you.
Yeah. And as we wind up with you, Prof, I'll go to the invited guests, but as we wind up with you, talk to us about education moving forward, especially in these times and for the challenges that we find ourselves in trying to solve it. Moving forward, probably what would be some of those things that or courses or even innovations that this university seeks to move or rather to introduce for students?
Thank you very much. Meru University is a university of science and technology, and times of crisis like this, countries, world, people all over the world look at universities to bring innovations. I think the first thing we have to accept is that this new norm is going to be there forever. And the only thing we have to do is learn also to move from the way we have been doing things, especially in higher education, into new way of doing things. I see blended learning is a way forward. I see adoption of a technology, ICT, and many, many others is going to be the main thing as we move on. But very importantly, these new challenges are also providing fora and forum for new innovations in terms of the jobs, the employment, in terms of the business people are going to do, in terms of the career people are going to do. I urge all our graduates, I urge all our students, I urge all my co-vice chancellors and higher education administrators really to start thinking on how to adopt this. I really want to appreciate our government on the thinking ahead. I remember when the president was talking about the CBC, people were not thinking. But through now this thing coming in and the CBC idea, the attitude, the skills and the knowledge and the ICT being adopted in the new thinking is something we are going to do. So in Meru University of Science, we have come up with quite a number of skills and courses that is adopting the new technologies that is going to rise up in the new world order. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. That has been Professor Romano Sothiambo, the Vice Chancellor of Meru University. I will engage the invited guest that is representing the Cabinet Secretary, and that is PS Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi. Thank you very much, sir, for making time for us on KTN. Last year we saw you do several tours, including Meru University, especially in this part of the region. How prepared have you, if you would rank, first of all, Meru University in terms of preparedness when the government said now we can resume learning for the in-person learning and as well as virtual learning? How would you rank Meru University?
Meru University of Science and Technology is a true university of science and technology. The degree certificates, diploma and certificates that have been conferred today confirm that this is a true university of science and technology, where young people are empowered with knowledge and skills that is required for industrialization of this nation, for improving health care for our people, and for improving general life for humanity. So it's a university to be proud of. I'm gratified that the university has remained the University of Science and Technology. I also want to say that this university reflects the leadership that it has. The leadership of Professor Romano Sothiambo, the leadership of Professor Bosire Monari Mwebi, who was in Canada when I was High Commissioner there, and he did a marvelous job in collaboration with myself. The leadership of Dr. James Mwangi, who is a great patriot and a committed citizen of this country and of the world, who has empowered very many children to grow into very useful adults to improve the citizenry of this country. I'm very proud to associate with this university because it's on course, it's on the journey to progress which we have felt today during this auspicious graduation ceremony.
Thank you very much. That has been Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, PS for University Education. I am now joined by Mr. Chancellor Sir, who has been, by his authority, has awarded the degrees and diplomas and master's degrees as well to the graduates who are now graduates. Mr. Chancellor Sir, thank you so much for making time. First of all, you have really insisted on innovation, especially for young people as they step out. How passionate, or why are you passionate about matters innovation, especially for you as the Chancellor?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's true, I'm a champion of innovations, science and technology. And the reason why I'm so passionate and really champion this cause is because the world in which we live have moved on. The world has moved to and started and commenced the fourth industrial revolution, which is driven by innovations, science and technology. And so if we don't champion and get our people to get inspired and excited, then we'll be left behind. And one thing Africa and Kenya specifically we can't afford is to be left behind through the fourth industrial revolution. We were left by our first industrial revolution, we were left behind by agrarian revolution, the green revolution, and that explains the state of Africa. So this is our opportunity to leapfrog and be able to catch up with the rest of the world through innovations.
Thank you, Chancellor. And of course, you'll remember that he has championed the Innovation Center, that is one of the three that the government are also in collaboration that he has pioneered. He has already built one and he has urged students to come in. And I'll now wind up with the Chairman of Council, that is Bosire. Thank you so much, sir, for making time for us. First of all, you have had so much experience in Canada. You're bringing the talents and the education and the skills to Meru University. What is that one thing during your tenure and during your time here that you wish to see being improved, and that how would you like to see Meru University moving forward as the Chairman of Council?
Thank you. First of all, this is my first participation in the graduation of this university. I thank the government for giving me this opportunity to be part and be the chair of this university. I want to say that as a university, we are part of the global community of researchers, and my tenure here, I would like us to strengthen research and industry. We want the university to use innovation, especially the incubation center that has been established by our chancellor, to become a place of innovation. We want our university to address the needs of the society, and we ask the industries that we are really ready for you. We want to work in collaboration so that we support their needs while the university also grows. Yes.
Indeed, thank you so much for articulating that, because innovation is a key to any university. Moving forward, probably, what would you like to be your footprints right here at Meru University? Because you're the new chairman of council, the whole council is new. What probably have you been able to gather from your fellow council members, what you want for this university moving forward, even as you wind up?
Yeah, I think the university has 3 areas that it focuses. It focuses on teaching, research, and service the community. And I think we want to have a feasibility. One, in service the community, we want our students to participate fully in the community and engage and be visible. We want, as I said, research. We want our faculty and the graduate students, especially masters and PhD, to engage in research that transforms the society, this community, and beyond, Kenya and beyond. And we want also strong partnerships with international accredited universities so that we can have knowledge sharing, and that will also help the university to grow and become the national center of excellence, especially in the area of science and technology.
Thank you very much. Indeed, that has been the chairman of council. Thank you much, sir, for making your time for making time for us right here on KTN. We thank you as well for making time for us here on KTN as we brought to you live the events of this 8th virtual graduation ceremony of the Meru University of Science and Technology. We have been coming to you live from the main graduation square here in Meru County, where we have seen 1,240 graduates who will now be referred to as graduates, be awarded with various certificates, diplomas, bachelor's as well as master's degrees of the Meru University of Science and Technology. We thank you for your splendid company, and on behalf of the entire team that made these broadcasts across KTN Home, across all social media platforms of the university, we led by Director Philip, producer Bilha, the men behind the lenses, we have Mwenda, we have Edwin, we also have Jackson Kibet, the technicians, everyone else, the engineers and the entire crew. And also Sami Wendo, we have also Yunasi, we have Wesley, the video editor, we also have our ambassador technician, the drivers of course, who ensured that we got to Meru University all right from Nairobi. We thank you so much for your time and your splendid company, and we want to wish you a wonderful afternoon. My name is George Maringa, wishing you a lovely afternoon, and do enjoy the rest of your viewing. We want to wind up and wish you all the best, and we hope to see you next time in another place, hopefully to be able to award other degrees and diplomas, and also to give the power to read to other people. Thank you so much. My name is George Maringa. See you some other time. Be kind to one another. Bye bye for now.